Good evening, free enterprise fans. Boy, oh boy, do we have a race for y'all tonight. We've got Pyre versus Saradin. Joining the booth with me today, I've got HeartGamer26, we've got Cubs Rule 21 on the restream, and Warlink tracking for us. How you doing, Hart?
Pretty good. And it looks like our racers are gonna in for a very nice treat. Foo start. That's it. That's nice. Haven't seen Foo much this tournament, so that's gonna be a interesting development.
Yeah, so a Foo start. I mean, we don't have vanilla Foo on, so we're gonna need to beat some bosses up to get a spell list up there, but let's take a look at the objectives. The first three are the static ones, so defeat Wyvern, Cave, Bahamut, and Forge, but the other two, raise the big well and break the Dark Elf spell.
So that darkness is gonna be hard required for tonight. That's gonna be fun. And of course, everybody loves a little bit of music. So what's wrong with that?
No, well, darkness doesn't have to be hard required. We only have to complete 4 out of the 5.
To be
Wait.
hard required, because how do you raise the big
Yeah.
whale if you don't have darkness?
Yeah, okay, you caught me there. Yeah,
It's been a long day, I understand.
yeah, it's halfway through the week, it's almost a weekend, yeah. So Foo start, have you had too many Foo starts?
I had one as a practice, but that's about it. And it was interesting. So, I mean, with like how Tella gets weak, yeah, Fu that, if I'm correct, gets weak. So it looks like we might be seeing maybe a potential D machine grind. It depends on like who we get for characters. Who knows? We may get a Edge and might be able to do eggs if needed.
Well, the biggest thing with me, when you've got Foo, yes, Foo gets weak, but every single time you beat a boss, you get 3 spells, either white or black magic, whichever one it may be. But if I've got Foo and I get, like a Cecil or an Edge, I may not even care to steal Sirens. Just give me moon bosses. Like, I'm gonna have Nuke, I'm gonna have Cure 4. Foo's just awesome.
That's very true. And it also depends on what we have for bosses. We may have the trend of easy bosses on the earth, but evil ones on the moon, or it could be all very fun bosses on the moon. So let's see what's gonna happen. An, okay, Punchy Mage, an Odin. And okay, we have underground access immediately.
Yeah,
Don't need to hunt
so
that.
yeah, I wonder where our runners are gonna go. And me, early Magma Key, I don't want to hit that underground just yet because I don't have any direction.
That's very
That's
true.
like I'm probably hit Mist, Waterfall, Antlion, and Gold Hobbs before I check that Magma Key.
Though I know personally I may just go because I mean there's a little bit better loot underground, and I mean if you could find that, was it the Warriors chest in Feymarch? That's almost 2 key items immediately at the very beginning because of the Feymarch freebie. So, and who knows what that could be? If that's darkness, you pretty much have everything open.
Yeah, so we've already got some major diversions here. Prior going over and checking Mist Cave, finding Water
Exactly.
Hag. Meanwhile, Saradin's dropping the Magma Key. Instant divergence from our runners. We'll see if this pays out for them. But, I mean, Yang, great second character. It takes a while to actually really get online because we don't have any gear for him and he doesn't really have any levels. So, Foo's pretty much going to be most of your damage.
Unless you find like a poison claw or a cat claw, almost like charm claw, but you don't want to find one of those charm claws.
No, not unless you're actually, trying to fight, Mac Giants or Mad Ogres to hit the weakness there.
So it does look like Saradin is going to go, straight to Feymarch, which is not a bad play.
No.
Nothing wrong with that play.
Because you got the one free key item down here. If you're coming down here right away, you're kind of hoping to get the pan, so you can just go into self and then single dip the bull. We got DKC here in the waterfall, which is a completely free fight.
So, free is free, I guess.
Well, DKC here just because of the damage rolls, but a lot better here than on the moon or, King Queen Spa where he can do, 1100 to 1300 damage.
I would have said
So-
hook route, but we already have underground access. The only way we would do hook is if maybe Demist is on hook route and that's gating the darkness crystal.
Yeah. We got Pyre going over to Damson and still in the Fame March. Found the trap chest, so is able to full clear this. Not really seeing much there except a big old stack of cash in Damson. So
Nothing wrong with some cash. Cash is
no,
awesome.
when Pyre comes underground, he'll be able to pretty much buy anything he wants.
That is true. There was a dancing dagger. If we find someone that can use that, that's going to be very useful. Like, the Soma drop's nice.
Yeah, I must say, Soma drop on Saradin side, that's huge. Being able to give an extra 10 MP to Fu so he can cast 4 nukes.
And if we get a team at, like Rosa, Rydia, or Porum, that Tiara's going to be nice. So let's see who's on Hobbs here.
Not much for the black magic spells after taking on 2 bosses, so...
Well, speaking of Rydia...
yeah. Okay, I mean,
free is free, and that dancing dagger would be useful. Can't she use it?
yeah, Rydia can use the dancing dagger if she's actually not taking a nap.
Oh, that's true. And it looks like Saradin found the adamant, so we're halfway to Forge, which is nothing wrong with that.
I mean, geez, finding, half a Forge. We need to find the darkness for 2 objectives. Cubs, is this going to be a jet? Like, I swear.
Does Cubs have somewhere to go? I mean, finding also Stardust and a black belt on Saradin's side is a good thing. And it looked like Pyre got the size off, which... Those aren't bad bosses in Fame March.
No, we got a Mylon variant and Bahamut, which are both free, technically speaking. So in Bahamut, you really hate to see. You want to see him on the moon, therefore you can get some free experience. But a lot of free bosses coming out early.
Are we gonna have a very evil moon?
Who knows? Meanwhile, Pyre getting through Hobbs and finds a Soma drop. So
they both have Soma drops. Nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
already using it, nothing wrong. So you're not
Nope.
gonna... I mean, that Soma drop is a good find anyway.
yeah, but still no real black magic spells for Fu. I mean, that is the whole thing with, Fu is black magic early on, but we've already taken on 3 bosses, and I think we only have, like, Toad, Stop, and something else. Like, not much for actual damage output.
Yeah. It's like Fu wants to be a white mage so bad. And it's like, no, you're better as a black mage. Come on, Fu. Work with us here.
You can still bonk with him with the nice lunar staff, so...
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. And it looks like Saradin is done with the underground for now and is going to go off, I think, probably right to Football, because I did see Saradin at least talk to Yang in the bed, so...
Yep.
Not bad
That's
spot.
Sheila 1 check.
Oh, okay.
More free bosses.
I'm dreading to see what's on that moon.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there are some nasty bosses that can be on the moon. Uses some Thor Rages here and gets through it without seeing the big old doll.
Nothing wrong with that. And
Finally.
got some spells. And not a key item, but that is a very good item for Rydia right there.
Yeah, good old drag him up for Iridia. But gets, I think, Lit 2 and Lit 3.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Wyvern on Saradin's side, but no, we got D-Lunars, and I think, yeah, that Stardust might take care of it. If not, close.
No, it's gonna be close. With you've got young, as long as you don't physically hit them without using an ability like power or something, they won't counter anything. So, get through very quickly. Let's see what Fool gives us. Will it give us a key item or nothing? You always as a runner always hate to see all the zonks early on, because then you know the moon's gonna have like everything. That was a Leviathan summon.
I mean, that's not bad. That's money saved for Rydia.
Yeah, money saved. Can I get some levels on Rydia, please?
Oh, so it was a lunar staff? Okay.
Lunar staff? Okay.
Well... okay. So Forge is done.
Yeah.
So, I wonder what it's gonna be for Fu. It's like...
Fu has the choice of either the Triton Dagger from Callum or the Sephram Staff from Porum. Each of the staffs will give either plus 15 Wisdom or 15 Willpower. So
yeah,
either one's a great staff for him.
Yeah, I don't blame Saradin for going right back underground for that one. That's pretty good find immediately.
Oh yeah, if you're hoping to do a Black Mage Fu, you really want the Triton Dagger, because it's basically a free Stardust Rod. I did see Ogre Axes, Thunderclaws, and Dwarf Axes there in Haggard, so kind of hidden there at least.
Well, if we ever run into Kaynaz, or if we have to deal with that Odin in Baron, those claws might be useful.
And we got the Sephram, so we've got the White Mage Stick. But if I remember correctly, I believe the Sephram Staff casts Fall when you use it as an item. I'm gonna have to double check that. It's either that one or the Nirvana one. I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I actually, when I was getting ready to do qualifiers, I actually wrote it down, and I don't know where I put that book, because I was actually gonna look it up. It looks like our racers are now just kind of retracing each other's steps.
Yep.
So, nothing wrong with that, and Saradin's gonna get that Rydia, which will be not bad, at least having a small Black Mage.
Yeah. So it looks like the Sephram Mace actually casts Heal when using an item, so... You get the heal... I thought I saw Defense Sword, Life Staff, Crystal Ring, and... I can't remember the fourth item I saw in Coal Shop. Was it Stardust Rod the fourth item?
That's nothing wrong with that one, especially for Rydia.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have tried to sell half the farm just to get that myself.
Who knows? We'll see if Saradin goes back or not. I doubt it, but...
Yeah. I mean, do you really want to have to make a trip back down there? I mean, you may have to go down the underground anyways to do like Luca or Dwarf. So, the chances are high to go back down there. And by that time, you'll probably have more money to be able to afford what's in that shop and not having to get rid of half your inventory for one item.
Now, I could see Pyre picking one up since he already had the Rydia. Because I know when Saradin did it, he did not have the Rydia. So, that a little bit divergence right there, but we'll see. I mean, I think you said there was crystal rings there, and if you want to get a crystal ring, there's nothing wrong. Be a way to go back. I know I saw crystal something.
Yeah, it's crystal rings. Crystal rings are a great item. They give +5 to agility. So if you want a really safe Z-fight in the end, all you need is like a crystal ring and a ninja hat, and that puts Fu right at that perfect 28 agility. Because Fu just has a static 20 agility. He doesn't grow any until you get him to like level 73.
I think. I don't know the trickery behind agility. I barely know put curse string on people and it helps. So, me and agility are not friends.
Yeah, I don't know that much on agility either, so. I just want to, shout out. Well, these guys, with both these runners, are tracing over each other's steps here, going between Antlion and Feymarch. Go ahead and follow these people. They are amazing runners. Both of them have put their previous opponents in the ringer, going back and forth, 3 games apiece. Amazing runners. Go ahead and follow our restream team, Cubs, Warlink, and Hart. All amazing people.
You as well. You were an amazing runner. You did pretty good in your run as well, and so yeah, make sure to follow everybody and show their support. And it looks like Saradin's leaving Rydia dead. I wonder if Saradin's gonna try to slingshot Rydia? I have no idea what you're talking about, Cubs.
Now, so hard to get a question for you. We got
potential
Wyvern. We have Wyvern out there as an objective. Where do you kind of hope that Wyvern is hiding?
It'd be funny if it's on hook route behind Demus. That's required darkness crystal. Just since we got Magma Key so early on, the fact that you have to do hook route anyway would kind of be a funny indication. It also depends on what we could get for Witchburn too. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'd stick him on the moon. Stick him at maybe the Ogopogo spot or the Ribbon Room, and maybe a lot of his big old bad spells have been removed from the Witchburn, so there's no Big Bang, there's no Meteo, but there is still some nasty ones out there like Storm or White, Glance.
Yeah, that's true. Even though there is some funny ones, you could get Hug. You could get Retreat too. I know. Yeah. There was one where, was it Explode? It exploded, so...
Yeah, it's... Yeah, your reaction is another one. As when you sit there, you see Wyvern, and if you're coming into not remembering that Witchburn's on, you see Wyvern, you're like, oh, I gotta get Starveils up, and all of a sudden, Retreat, like, huh?
Okay. Oh, you don't get XP at that spot? Oh, that'd be mean. At a high XP spot, and it just runs.
Yeah, if the boss runs, you don't get experience from it.
I guess I'm so used to seeing it with the guards, but you already took care of the capo guards. So yeah, you have the officers that are already there, which you took care of. So those give you experience, but the actual hi, there's a Cecil.
Yeah, the first fight in Baronin, you get the experience. The second fight that you don't. Cecil here at Baron Inn. Okay.
I like how Yang is fighting himself.
Well, I mean, look, he just wanted to prevent you from making him go ouch.
That's true. Oh, we got a Leviathan. Well, there's that Leviathan we were talking about.
Yeah, and it's gonna get blown away here with some lightning.
Yeah. Well, it was like, hi Leviathan, bye Leviathan. So
yeah.
Getting a DKC, that's not bad. And then just go up. Rat Tail's not bad either.
No. Potential key item, but still need the hook to be able to turn it in. But now Saradin has more of a reason to go up ordeals. I know a lot of runners like to bait ordeals because it is such a long check, but there's 3 bosses up here and a key item. And you're already looking for a Wyvern? I mean, I wouldn't fade it.
I could see holding off because, too, like, a lot of people don't want to go up there right away because usually you want the Cecil or the Tella, and props to Pyre just going straight into that fight. Yeah. Thankfully, it's only Dr. Luke.
And as our tracker mentioned, that you get 9 spells up here with food.
That is very true.
So there's at least with a Foo on your team and if not vanilla, you have so much value up here on ordeals. I think maybe just waiting until you get at least a decent black magic spell like Virus or probably Virus or Quake would be the big ones for me, because you never know when you're gonna run into, oh, all I have is fire spells and hi Ruby, or something like that, or Val.
Yeah, Lit 3 isn't bad. Lit 3 is not a bad spell.
No.
I didn't see those. Well, speaking of Ruby.
Well, we haven't gotten a single fire spell with Foo. Oh, we got Fire 2. Fire 2. Lit 3, and that's all it's
Hi,
gonna be.
Ruby. At least we got to see Leg. That's the most important thing with Ruby,
Oh, yeah. See, now we know if we see the other Ruby sprite, we know it's going to be elements. We just don't know which Mylon's down there in the Fey March.
No. I think that was a fire spell that was unlocked again.
Yeah, I think Fire 3 and Fire 1 were both unlocked. So we killed the Fiend of Fire to learn fire spells. Cool.
Now, has Pyre gone back underground and done
Forge? No.
Forge, yeah.
No, Pyre has not. And, I mean, I can see why not. Like, you're going to clear the overworld that you have right now, and then go underground. You're going to get your Foo unlocked, so you either go to Dwarf or to Tower next.
Oh, hello, the other noodle.
Yeah.
You know, bro.
This is completely fine.
Oh, yeah.
Generally, you don't want to cast Lightning on Ogopogo because he's actually not weak to it. He'll counter it with weak, but only 1200 HP in the spot. Not a worry.
Hi, Ogopogo. Bye, Ogopogo. And I only got a crystal helm from this room. The crystal room gave a crystal helm.
Yeah, but the true value is getting the Paladin Cecil and getting 3 more spells for Foo.
Yep.
So yeah, we've 3 buffs. Let's see, we've got
Wyvern, Plague. Yep, 3.
Yep. I always lose count myself.
I just hope that it's a decent sparkle, not a mean sparkle. Whenever I see a sparkle.
Oh yeah, you see that spark, and you're like, alright, which one is it gonna be? Which one? That comes a question, where's Pyre gonna go? Is Pyre gonna go the Dwarf, or gonna go up the tower?
I think Pyre is actually probably gonna finish up Earth and go to Baron Inn. Because that's the only spot on Earth that he has not checked. And then he'll get his Cecil, which will be nice. I mean, Cecil wasn't really a advantage or disadvantage with Saradin going up ordeals, so...
No. Since Foo's carrying the team right now.
And yeah, once Pyre goes underground, definitely probably go straight to that forge.
Yeah, I may end up picking up a defense sword for this Cecil here.
That is true too. That's gonna be helpful.
Because at least you have something for Cecil at that point.
Now, well, they have access to underground, so I don't see them doing Evelyn. Unless something really means underground, but I don't know what they really mean.
The only thing that I could probably think of that could be mean would be Val at the first spot at Dwarf.
Ooh, okay, that's fair. Or a Wyvern with really evil Witchburn.
Right, but we started off with 2 Sirens, so we could easily sit there and pop a Siren, get some levels on Cecil, and be just fine.
Okay.
So, I mean, you don't get the double experience from being 5 under, but just getting that little bit of experience on Cecil goes a long way in the early game.
So it looks like Saradin's gonna head straight underground. We'll see where Saradin's gonna head. Yep, right to Dwarf? Yep, to Dwarf.
Yep, straight to Dwarf. And I think our runners have actually caught up with each other. I think right now Saradin's just a forge turn in behind, so
Ahead. Saradin has the forge turn in, not Pyre.
tonight's just not my night, is it?
No, it's Thursday. Are you? Wow. Wow.
I think that leaves only one free boss left out there, being the Baron Guards.
Yeah. Yeah, just either take out the officers or the soldiers or the officer and you're fine. Now, it'd be really funny if it's Baron Guards right behind this.
I mean, that every single free fight's out of the pool already.
Uh-huh.
It looks like Pryor's thinking about selling a bunch more.
Oh, and for a crystal ring.
Yeah, just buys a crystal ring. Doesn't care about Cecil equipment right now.
Don't think Moon's going to be fully haunted because we've had a couple duds on Overworld, but Underground may have value. So we'll have to definitely see that.
Yeah, because right now we've only got, Dwarf, and we've got Power, or a cheeky D-Mist.
Yeah.
All we have left for key item checks.
D-Mist could be at Zot.
D-Mist at Zot 1 with like the darkness or even like Earth Crystal just to make it go right back up there.
And to answer Nix's question, Fu is our hero, and Fu's been kind of decimating a lot of stuff. I mean, Dark Elf isn't bad.
Nope, there's an edge.
Yes, my boy has arrived!
Yeah, so I could easily see a quick pop-up into Tower of Babel, maybe stealing some sirens, and then pop in a few, giving that Cecil quite a bit of levels, hoping to spike, one of the mystical tier 8s out of there, give Cecil an X-Cal or a Crystal Sword.
We all can't have that luck. But it would be really not cool. I like how... Oh. No, the reason the Lit 3 failed is because Fu's the pig, correct?
Yep. Because Fu got piggied, the only spell you can cast when you're a pig is Pig.
And it doesn't change you back, does it?
If you were to get piggied again, yes, it would change you back.
And...
You just have to get lucky enough for it to actually cast on you.
Well, I think Edge is down.
Yeah.
Bye, Edge.
The question comes to be, there's the reset.
I do not blame Saradin for resetting there. That getting piggy was not fun.
And this is one of the things that you hope to think, like ruby rings prevent against pig.
But nobody
there's one character that starts with the ruby ring.
It's the best character in the game, It's that the bard that we all love and support and enjoy the music, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just hey, give me your ring.
Yeah. That is true. It does also look like Saradin was trying to do a little bit of a slingshot. And Cecil, it's nice to try to slingshot with Cecil, but
yeah, I mean,
sometimes you gotta figure out what's the best.
Right. So prior getting through the Dark Elf, one shot in it, or technically two with 2 nukes. And we get the blue hand. We'll see what we get here. I mean, right now we're just darkness and a boss or key item away from go mode.
That is true. That's very true.
It's interesting to think that we're like 2 key items away from go mode.
Speaking of darkness.
Well, very few spots it could have been.
Okay, I'm sorry to laugh, but that was kind of a little funny that one of those little dwarfs got in the way. I always gotta love those NPCs. Those are the worst bosses in this game.
Oh yeah, the dwarves will troll me, and it's like everybody gets trolled by Kaipo Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much of the shops here, at least for armors and weaponry. I mean, we've got charm rods and rune axes. Black shirts about the biggest thing in the armor shop, except there was a ruby ring for sale in there as well.
That was just being.
Well, I mean, hey, once you see what the second fight is, and you see it's Dark Elf, and you can sit there and go, oh, hey, I've got a ruby ring for you. Click.
How would it work? Because you have no way of putting it on people during a fight.
Well, you'd have to put it on before the fight.
Yeah, that's very true. And I think Saradin might have a little bit better. Yep, Saradin had a lot better time this time around to get through. So we have both runners through Dwarf Castle, which is nice. Now it'll be interesting to see if Saradin goes to tower or goes straight and raises the whale and see who's on the moon.
Yeah, see who's on the moon, see who's at Cave Bahamut, see if it's free. Because you got a bunch of bosses up there too with key items. Like, you almost are not always guaranteed to have 10 key items before going up to the moon in this particular flag set.
There is one free boss left, and it's only the Baron Guards.
Yeah, but there's still the Baron Guards left there, Cubs.
I mean, you're not wrong. They can be very mean at
They're punchy. You gotta get lucky and not have Fu get targeted, but you can toad them, you can stone them.
I mean, also, so with this kind of team setup, I mean, I could see them maybe trading for if there's a Rosa on the moon, but this could be maybe the team they might be going with, you think?
The only person I would think of trading out, unfortunately, would probably be the Rydia, just because of her EXP curve. Getting her to nuke, if I don't have Azura,
That is true. We did find a mute bell, but yeah. I could see maybe a Kane if you were still worried about that Val.
Yeah, we've got Cecil and Young to be able to get through her. But Magus Sisters up here at the top, not gonna be too much of a problem. The magic isn't too terrible up here, and neither is the physical. I think I saw prior queuing up the good old Swag Rocks.
Nope.
Nope, Quake.
Nothing wrong with Quake, and it looks like Saradin's going to the Giant. Is he going to try to get his grind on? Or just...
Well, I think still has the base level Cecil and base level Rydia. So I can definitely see doing, a small D-Machine grind. If not, maybe has the Ethers to... Oh, what would it be for Rydia with the Slingshot? I think you need to kill 12 to get her to nuke. If I'm thinking correctly.
Yeah, it seems like Chad is agreeing with you.
Yeah,
I mean, might as well get it out of the way, right? I mean, you already saw all the free bosses nearly on Earth, so you know on the moon there's probably going to be some pretty nasty ones. So might as well get that grind out of the way. And I mean, still, even not having a Rosa is nothing too bad. I mean, Rydia, once you get her up there, is not a bad character. And
not at all.
It'd be nice to have a Zerker, but you do have an edge that you can go to either like Cave Magus with one of the sirens, or go to the Cave Evelyn and just steal a bunch of Bacchus right there. So that will help.
Yeah, but we also have the Twin Harp as an objective. So if you've got Twin Harp and you've got an edge, you can steal from the ogres in there as well. The ogres in there are a little bit easier to steal from as they are a bit of a lower level.
And Pyre is through the Mega Sisters, got a Luca key. So, be interesting to see if Pyre continues that chain or decides to go up to the moon.
But is actually searching possibly for one of the eyeball chests here as they're looting on the way down. There's 4 of them in here that you can easily steal from. Get their wonderful little sirens.
Najura find is not bad.
No, I more or less would want to keep Viridian now. I mean, 66% of the time, it's 100% of the time it works to heal your team, right?
I mean, that does help with the another ether too. That is not bad.
Yep. And we're looking here. Saradin may have found the particular fight. It's always hard to tell because both the D-Machine and the Horseman have the same start fight.
Now, Horsemen are mean, right?
Yeah, you never want to do the Horsemen because they punch really, really hard. Whereas the D-Machine, one of the reasons why it's so coveted, it's 40,000 experience per D-Machine, and the damage from it is very predictable. 20% of your max HP every fire cast. So as long as you can keep your team relatively healthy, you're fine. Just don't punch it before you weak it because they hit hard.
So let's see. Now, this is the... I think Pyre is actually looking for maybe some gear. Lunar Staff's not too bad. Unless Pyre's doing all of the eyes, and we'll leave the last eye for the stealing of the sirens. Oh, it's a horseman.
It's the horseman. That, yeah, it hurts to see that when you're sitting there going, yes, this is the time, and it's not the fight. Saradin's doing the tried and true vanilla manipulation. There are a few different ways people have figured out to manipulate the fight in here. Now, prior, checking out Tomra, maybe looking for some gear for Cecil or Edge, because right now we've got nothing for him. Maybe a job dwarf check.
Maybe. That black sword would have been useful previously.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a veterinarian technician, I think I saw. So we got a job dwarf check. Seed is valid.
Nothing in the shops there either. Where is... there's a Sorcrow for sale.
Sorcrow's not bad.
No?
Why? So Saradin did find a fight, but I'm assuming that does not like the back attacks.
No, so probably what it is that they're on the original chart, it gives you certain numbers. It'll tell you, okay, 2+, well, it's going to be the second fight or the next one after. So it may have been that first one was not the actual encounter they were looking for. This one probably is. Some of the charts are a little hard to read. There's instructions out there. I personally like the Baron Manip, which you set up out in front of Baron Castle.
Yep, getting that defense sword. I wonder if Pyre's gonna go for that another crystal ring or gonna go for the Stardust Rod. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they did, or if he did.
With how expensive a defense sword is at 98,000, no. Just sell enough to get the defense sword. Won't be able to afford much else.
And going for that silk web grab.
This is something we've seen the runners do with when they've got an edge is steal a silk web, because you cannot buy J items in this flag set. So everybody's favorite items of sirens, coffins, hourglass 2s, star veils, silk webs. You can't buy them. You hope to either find a silk web or be able to steal one from these centipedes here. To answer a question in chat, yes, you can, but you can only steal star veils from the evil masks in the lunar core, which are level 99. Good luck. I mean, you'd probably have to have Porum cry probably about 50 times to even have a decent chance. But they'll be casting nukes and whites at you constantly.
Maybe? I don't know the whole percentage with the cries. I just know crying helps when you do steal. So that's the only thing I know. And I will say this, Saradin did finally get his D machine, so he's working on that currently as we see Pyre dipping into Luca.
Looking to, there's a boss check down here, key item check. A lot of people love to fade it.
Well, if this is Demist or if this is Wyvern, this could be very useful. I mean, we still need either Wyvern or the Twin Harp. It'd be funny if this is Wyvern and Twin Harp.
Look at double required. Not like we haven't seen that before.
Oh.
But we've got Saradin. Has a nice rotation going on right now for the fight. Once you get into that nice little smooth rotation.
I don't know. Thank you, Berserk. Yeah. I mean, the one thing, even though the spoon. Well, I mean, at least you have someone to dart it.
Yeah, it's a nice dart. Nice finishing, or an easy way to get through a really nasty fight and just quad 9 it depending on Edge's level.
Right, and it's Mom Bomb.
Now, you don't walk that spoon out.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No ice cream for tonight. Even though I could go for some ice cream. We haven't seen much. Have we seen vanilla?
No, we haven't actually.
Okay. So no vanilla ice cream tonight. Okay. Well, there's still some spots.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of different monsters out there that could be in their vanilla locations.
Yeah, we'll be in.
Pyre finally going to the moon. We've only seen 6 key items. Well, 7 including the spoon, but I don't think anybody's gonna walk that one out.
Nah. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Pyre goes to the moon or go and does a potential D-Machine grind. Because we still have yet to see who the moon character is. And Rydia is nice, but a potential Rosa could help.
I mean, I could see Pyre going up there, checking the character, and maybe check the hairdryer chest. It's a very common trap chest to check on the moon. And the moon trap chest actually have some of the highest chances to give you that new tier item, the Crystal Sword Excal, or even like an Artemis bow, Artemis arrows. Something for this team is just looking for right now.
And it does look like Pyre's going to head straight to the moon, so hopefully we'll get to see that character check and maybe see who's at K value. I don't know how many D-Machines Saradin has done. I know that he did cast slow on the eye. Is there any particular reason why he did cast slow on the eye?
So much on the eye, it would be more of if you cast on the D machine. You'd actually want to cast slow on the D machine. Something that I've recently learned is that the slow is actually persistent to the spot. So if you double cast slow on the D machine, you can have it set up to where right now the D machine never even got a chance to do a fire cast.
Come on, Cecil, get with the game. Stop missing. And it was a moon, Cecil. So, do not miss out on a Rosa.
Nope, and I think this is a decent team to go to the end boss with. You technically have your white mage and Fu. You've got a couple Zerkers. Yeah, you need Bacchus wine or food's going to be on Zerk duty. It's fine.
With having an edge, that helps getting that wine, so... And if they get Twin Harp, there's the location you can go and... About to check it first. Are you kidding me?
So about that free moon fight at Bahamut.
Okay then.
I swear, I'm only doing my best impression of Mark. I'm not a witch. I don't weigh as much as a dog. No, no. Yeah, as we see these punches coming out, but will the center slots Fu go?
Free.
Yes.
There we go. Free. So about that not being free.
Like, yes, you're missing experience on Edge and Yang. You got through the fight.
Well, I mean, Fu's a little bit more reliable when it comes to stone, plus being in the middle helps as well.
Yeah, definitely getting that accuracy bonus in the center slot helps on hitting that spell.
So here comes the fun part. We're searching for a key item or two bosses. Potentially. We are searching either the key item itself, a wyvern, or the Demus that could have the key item.
Or the good old chain.
I want a long chain.
Well, I mean, it's possible with how much of the key items we found so far, there's gotta be a long chain somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Saradin going back to Earth, I wonder?
Well, I wonder if they're gonna do... No, not doing a grind yet.
Grind time, maybe setting up the Baron Manip, maybe going to steal some Sirens.
Could be. Because I think Sirens would be better than doors, correct?
Yes. You don't exactly have the setup to do doors very easily. I mean, you could do them, but you'd probably spend more time trying to life your team up to get the experience than it would be worth it.
The fact that Pyre just raised Edge himself, yeah, gonna at least steal, what? Say about 30 Sirens?
I'd probably... You're banking on getting Cecil at Edge experience at this point, so I'd maybe say 7, maybe 8.
Okay.
Well, I don't think you're looking to get rid of the nuke. And
yeah.
Welcome everybody from RPG Limit Break. Welcome, and boy oh boy, we've got a race going on tonight. Just to sum it up for you, on Pyre side we've got 3 objectives done. We've got raise the whale. Darkness was sitting at Dwarf Castle. Forge, Sheila, and Feymarch Freebie had that covered. And now we're just looking for Twin Harp, Wyvern, or that's about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of free bosses on Earth already. I mean, we've seen technically all the free bosses. The only one that wasn't free, but it still was Baron Guards, which were right at cave values. So that was fun. And starting off with Magma Key, that got our runners underground fairly quickly.
Yeah, and our hero tonight is Fu.
The lovely mop himself. And I think Saradin is done with his grind, so I wonder if he'll go right up to cave value, see those Baron Guards, get a stone off or get something off fairly quickly, and boom. Might check the bosses here.
I'm about to say, you save at the save spot and you check the element spot.
Well, first you turn off encounters.
No, yes. Don't
very important. Very, very important. Turn off those encounters once you're done grinding. Oh, we did get Rydia to nuke.
Yeah, Rydia to nuke. Rydia just got 50 levels, I think I saw. No, probably 12, right on the marker.
And a Siren.
Hourglass 3 as well, which is nice, but only one fight we can really use it on. unless the alt gauntlet is somewhere nasty.
That is correct, Lord. It is Foo, lovely mop himself. So let's see. Well, we get to see who's also in Feymarch too.
Yeah, and this is technically a free fight either way. If it's Mylon and friends or Mylon and Z.
Hello, Mylon.
I
He's all
mean,
by himself.
You got Rydia with Fire 3, Fu with Fire 3, that's fine.
So about the defense sword. That's what the final chest was a defense sword.
That's usually how it goes. You buy one and then you find one.
Yep, or find 5. I've had that happen before.
You find 5 cursed rings when you buy one.
Yeah, I've had that happen. Now, who could be really mean at elements? Besides Golbez.
Vigan.
Vigan,
Anybody that really physically hits, or even with magic too. But Wyvern, depending on the witch burn, could be. Yeah, Mega Sisters said the Horse of the Elements, yeah.
We have seen Mega Sisters.
As far as, yeah, the element spot, it has more health than what you think. If it's just a single boss, you've got 65,000 HP. But this spot itself has almost as much as Aroma's health, like 102. Because this is where the elements is, it's normally a 4 fiend fight that has split HP.
But
if you have split bosses, it splits the HP between each of the bosses on the screen.
Yeah. But we have seen Odin and we have seen CPU. If I'm correct, CPU's underground, or hook route. And Odin is actually who gave us our Magma Key. So we know those 2 bosses. Now, Alt Gauntlet would be fun. Because Alt Gauntlet, unfortunately, at K value is not going to happen now.
No. But we want Alt Gauntlet Ogopogo.
Alt Gauntlet at Ogopogo that starts the chain that leads to having Demist be where music is, and that's Wyvern. So you have all 5 objectives done. And Saradin has gotten through Mylon Z, so got some extra experience there.
An extra 100,000 experience, nothing to really cry about.
Unless you're Porum. And some more spells. That is also another thing too, is getting more of those spells for Fu.
Yeah, and I believe that's the last round of spells for Fu, because at 1800 he has every single one of his spells. The next boss will just give him his final 100 HP.
Yeah. But, I mean, isn't that how commentators are? They put things into existence? Right, Cubs?
I mean, sometimes.
Well, there's Pale Deb.
Yeah, it's only 2 moon bosses left in the pool. Wyvern and Plague. So the next Sparkle we see, it's a 50-50.
I love those odds.
I mean, they're not bad odds, really.
Now, would you do Last Arm Chest here?
I think about doing the Last Arm Chest.
Could potentially get that Crystal Sword. But
It's happened.
to be honest, I don't blame Saradin for getting out of there. I mean, seeing that Pale Dim, nah, I'm out. Nope.
No, I'm not worried about the character.
In before it's Atella. I mean, we have Fu, but in before it's Atella.
Yeah, and the question is, where is Saradin gonna go next? If Saradin hasn't checked, Zot, finish your grind, go to the moon. Probably do Cave Bahamut first. And I'd almost say probably go top down. I mean, mean, there's arguments out there say, go bottom up. You're looking for Wyvern. You find Wyvern, you can just go straight down to Z. You're already there.
It's true, we do not have a pass, so... Well, they're still gonna have to come... Unless it's not... If it's Wyvern, you're fine. But if it's not Wyvern, they're still gonna have to leave the moon, go back to Earth, and then come back up. So, hopefully finding a pass would be nice.
Yeah, definitely find a pass would be nice, but find the Wyvern there at the bottom of the LST and just go, well, I'm ready for Z, I'm just gonna go. Would the runners, that's what they would want.
Now,
But chat
if
and commentators, no.
If you do find Wyvern, would you leave the moon to go get Bacchus wines?
No. I wouldn't. I'd just go straight down.
Okay.
Because to me, Bacchus wines are nice, but not a requirement.
And I guess Pyre's done with his grind, so he's going back to the moon. So we're gonna get some moon checks. We'll see if he does top down or bottom up.
Yep. And we're getting the same strategy of stoning the guards. Little foo hit. Foo hits.
I mean, it's a little bit more reliable than Tella. No offense, Tella, but...
Hey, I think we've all seen it where even like a center slot foo misses spells. So, it's not far-fetched. It's not a guarantee.
That is true. And we're gonna have both runners... Well, potentially both runners going down.
Yeah, we'll probably have a high five here, if anything. So I think Pyre just hasn't entered in just yet, just re-equipping party members right now with their equipment. Cecil still has the cloth shirt on.
He's comfy.
Well, I mean, he's technically kind of home, so to speak. There we go. Both runners are on the moon, and now it's a race to find
Wyvern or Demist or a Twin Harp. I'm hoping for Twin Harp just because I like to listen to the music.
I think we all like to listen to the music. Such wonderful tunes.
So many wonderful tunes by a couple of the people in the community.
Pyre's looking to go right there to the Murasame altar, going top down. Will Saradin do the same, or will go to the bottom? We have more divergence.
Saradin's going straight to the bottom. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Free.
Oh.
There's the other free fight. We forgot about this one.
Yeah.
Forgot about King Queen Evelyn. Sorry, Edge. You're gonna... Yeah.
So Cubs, you said there was no free bosses on the moon. You stuck 2 up here.
This is called bathroom break. Yeah, that is true. Get up, stretch your legs, maybe get a snack, get something to drink.
You let them cast their couple of fire 2s and fire 1s, and the fight will be over.
Speaking of which, the fight is over. Rearrange the inventory. Now this is Twin Harp.
Yeah, this is Twin Harp. Saradin's gonna have to hope for a Wyvern down here.
No, but it's a pan. That could be potential chain.
Yeah, you're only gonna get 1 key item from it, as summon monsters are off, so only turn in the Panda Shield will give you a key item. It looks like Pyre's probably gonna go down to the LST. I don't think a pan is enough for me, personally, to leave the moon.
No. I mean, yeah, no, I have to agree. I probably wouldn't leave the moon either. But they'd be itching in the back of my mind. Maybe I should go do it. Maybe I should go do it.
You give me two things, maybe.
High elements. That could be it too. Using the moon bosses to grind.
Yeah, you stole a couple sirens just to get your levels to be able to take on moon fights. Get the rest of your experience up here. Yeah, it works. Elements in this spot, you hate to see it as a runner. Anything that is multiple encounters like elements, Luge, Golbez, the dolls, the experience in here gets destroyed. So, not gonna get the 100k that's in this spot, gonna get less.
Gotta love that first, right? And it looks like chat saying Pyre ran out of peepers. Yeah, that would end anybody's grind.
Hired in Siren, so it could have popped a tent or two to get the MP back.
I don't think they found. Well, Googly Eyes is here on the moon. Seed is very valid, but I don't think any of our runners have found camping here.
No, there hasn't been that many shop checks actually. That I would think of it. I know I saw Cure 3s in Baron. Yeah.
It looks like Pyre is. Well, Elixir, I didn't see the other item, but
Pass.
Elixir.
We have a pass.
Okay. Well, it looks like Pyre's doing kind of more boss checking. So, okay, there was at least a tent found.
Yeah, so
Alt Gauntlet.
checking the bosses, don't hate it.
Alt Gauntlet. Alt Gauntlet. Darn.
No, just an Octomom. Easy fight. Once you hit it 3 times, loses a tentacle and gets slower. And slower the more times you hit it. So.
Like how Googly Eyes is on the moon.
Yeah, so fun. We're just not going to do the fight command again since we don't get that counter.
Oh yeah.
The counter still hurts.
I mean, 2 nukes to the face. Well, not 2, but more nukes to the face will help. I don't know if exactly 2 would do it, but...
No, 2 nukes wouldn't do it. You need to do at least 3, I believe, in this spot. And to clarify for someone in chat, I believe Saradin had done some calculations because Rydia got exactly to nuke when they finished their D Machine grind, so I think it was a calculated ending.
Through the Antlion, and we will see what Antlion gives, if that's Twin Harp or not. Tower key.
Tower key. I mean, we've
another chain, another potential chain.
A quick check at that too. I mean, Saradin, I think, is gonna full clear the bottom here and do the Crystal Sword altar. You've got the pass. Once you're down on the earth, you don't have to come back here to the moon.
And so we still have the Crystal Sword altar, right?
Yep, still have the Crystal Sword altar left.
I know the names, I swear. And Pyre's through Octoman, so we'll see what items here. This is Twin Harp, immediately leaves the moon.
Immediately leaves the moon.
Mr. Crystal,
So about that chain you were talking about earlier about being really long. You're gonna have to probably be behind that tower key or pan at this point.
Well, we still have the Crystal Sword altar check.
Right.
Now that could be... That could be Twin Harp, that could be Earth, Baron, Package. Because Package could technically have Demus, which I will laugh if Demus is the one holding the Twin Harp.
Yeah, you always Demus to Package. Nobody's ever gonna check that until it's one of the last things left. Especially with like a dupe character there.
Yeah, that'd be funny if that's what the Rose is. So it looks like Pyre's gonna try his hand at Antlion.
Shouldn't have too much problem with it. As at least a defense sword dart, the one he found in the eyeball chest.
Does Pyre's video have?
No,
not yet.
no, not yet.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how you roll a seed, Cubs. This has been pretty good. It's that long hunt for the last objective. Makes it suspenseful.
And Saradin's through the Octomammoth and is going to get that crystal helm. I don't. Yeah, I would reset. I don't think Cecil not have equipping a staff. I think it's more of just to get through and maybe have cover stats, even though you would want Cecil up for cover. I don't know. Why would Cecil equip the staff?
Probably hasn't found a decent piece of equipment. Probably still has the silver staff from the crystal room. Because Saradin does not have a defense sword. Did not buy one. Did not find the... No, Pyre bought one.
Okay.
And Pyre is the one that found one. So Cecil's still wielding the vanilla silver staff he gets.
Okay. Well, moment of truth to see who's here on the crystal altar.
Oh, I've got two things on the earth to check. I'm gonna go do those before I do this fight.
or piggy everybody.
Piggy and size, you're probably not gonna want. You're gonna not need your star veils, so Piggy and size will prevent against the actual paralyzation here, and therefore you're more guaranteed to get your star veils up. What?
We'll see if... Okay, both spellcasters are down. And a young. I mean...
Not bad. I mean, I think Celsius probably got the highest magic defense right now with the equipment he has on right now. But I can't remember if Golbez is actually particularly nasty in this particular spot. I want to say he is, but...
What's that? Supposedly... Well, no. Looks like spells might be just a little low. Which, I mean, no. Just enough to hurt you, not enough to kill yourself. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean... Oh, yeah. 700. It's going to take a little bit. You're going to definitely want to get the... get Riddy up, get Fu up, and get those nukes flying.
So Pyre has the pass as well. Is going to meet the ha-ha-ha. Now it'll be interesting to see if Pyre stays and fights ha-ha-ha himself, or goes, I have 2 items I can go check on Earth. I'm going to go do that. Because Saradin still has yet to do the Mura, and still have, right, Murasade? Still has yet to find King Queen Evelyn with the pan.
Yeah, so having 2 key items down on the earth for me to check, I'm willing to leave a save up here and go check those.
I will retract my previous comment on them not finding camping gear. They did find camping gear. That's good.
Yeah, coming to the moon with camping gear. Always a good thing to have.
Oh. Well, got through it, so moment of truth. Is Golbez even worth it?
And
Sand Ruby.
Just a Sand Ruby. Resets out. Gonna go to the Mursami altar, and then go back to Earth.
So either A, it's behind the chain. It could be behind tower or behind pan, or a chain behind either one.
Mm.
I want to see
Yeah.
a chain. I honestly want to see a chain.
Oh yeah, I think we all want to see a chain. I mean, the chain literally could be, oh, tower key to demist, demist to twin harp, boop, there's your chain.
Nah.
But we want the longest chain possible.
What it needs to be is tower key to Earth, Earth to Baron, Baron to Hook, and Hook has demist, which has music, which has wyvern.
Yeah, well, okay. I don't think there's a way that you can make that any longer, but okay.
I looked.
Yeah, Warlock mentioning that Saradin didn't do top of tower at all. She doesn't know about the Magus sisters up there, so probably gonna go up tower first, having the tower key.
Now, if you get, unless it's absolutely music, would you go check Luca before you head back to Overworld? Because we know Luca's at top of tower. Or, yes. So that's where Pyre got it.
Yeah, I don't know on that. Like, I can definitely go and, make the minute dive down there to check the key item and boss, and then reset out, and then never have to go back underground again.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know that somewhere there's going to be a chain that you're going to end up following that's going to give you the progression you need.
Mm-hmm.
And Pyre's through.
So he's going to see the Sand Ruby, probably reset, leave, go back to Earth, and...
Pyre may not reset. Pyre will probably just exit out and keep the experience.
True. I forgot that with the... Because I thought I did see Rydia getting Quake, so... Yep,
Yeah.
exit out. They're both going to head to Earth. We're going to see if they follow the same chain. Oh yeah, 9 key items as well.
Yeah, probably just wanted to do some to get the levels he needed for the moon, and then finish up once you have 10 key items.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a heads up play on that to save some of your sirens left over to finish out your grind. Kind of do with what you need to now, and then do the rest later. It's a toss-up between runners and whether or not they do all of them at once or split it up.
Mm-hmm. And they were in sync, but I don't blame Pyre for not healing here. Might as well get that heal over and done with. And it looks like Saradin's gonna steal a silk web.
This is well. I mean, you've got the edge.
I always forgot when I had an edge to steal the siren. Gonna do tower. Well, half tower's not a bad check because already checked top of tower, so only has to do half of it. So that's not a bad play. And then go straight to pan if this is not twin harp.
Yeah, definitely. Or wyvern here at the tower key.
Oh yeah, if wyvern's here.
Wyvern's here. It's instant go mode. You're already in an airship once you leave, and back up to Troy. I'll use the pass.
Now, with getting the crystal, because if this is not a key item, but this is wyvern, would Pyre grind just a little bit more? Do you think he's at good Z levels?
He might actually do a little bit more grinding, because I don't know if he feels comfortable, but it's just an Azura here.
Okay.
I mean, the levels that he has aren't bad.
He sneezed and Azura left.
To answer your question in chat from Firebird. Now, Firebird, Saradin does not have a defense sword for Cecil. Pyre does. No. One with a defense sword, one without. I mean, you may end up just being reflecting nukes onto Zeromus. I mean, you've got, at least on Saradin side, you've got 2 nuke casters.
You know, I just thought about it. I forgot. We have not checked Rat Tail because we don't have Hook. Rat Tail could be Twin Harp.
Yeah. There's still a bunch of places that Wyvern and Twin Harp can be.
Yep, and Saradin's gonna do full tower, starting with the top. We're gonna see those Mega Sisters up there and get that Luca key.
Yep, and just as Pyre's leaving, gets the funneled cutscene. The stairs falling away from you. Let's see what we're gonna get from here.
Drum roll. It's going to be Earth.
Ooh,
I
Earth.
mean,
The 2 more bosses.
Now
One you could have checked early on, but you still pan bonk first.
Now, would you, if you got Earth, and if this is not Twin Harp, would you go check the treasury?
Considering what I've found so far for my current party composition, I haven't found any ninja blades for Edge. Best thing I have is a defense sword for Cecil. Normal claws for Yang. I might check it.
Alright, so let's see what the book. Since this is only a summon, technically we're not going to get key item. That's a dart gun,
Yeah.
right? You can dart gun yours.
Yep, you can dart those. Really, the only things you can't dart that are the spears are the elemental spears and elemental swords.
Okay.
So your blizzard, your flame, can't dart those. You wish to, but you can't, and it's sad.
I just know you can throw things and they do damage. Right? Isn't that the way it goes? Is you just throw and it does damage. You don't need to know what works or what not, right?
Yeah. Just throw everything. Something will hit.
Hopefully.
No, the dart always hits.
Oh, there it is.
There's Twin Harp.
Sheila had the goods.
Yep. So completely free gun mode, except we don't know what's at Twin Harp yet.
It could have to do all 5 objectives.
Means you want the...
Now, you could still check. Now, are you going to go straight there, or are you going to check to see if you could get some gear? Nope, straight there.
Right there. The fight there is quite easy with what you got right now.
Ooh, all Gauntlet for music? We have not seen all Gauntlet.
Ooh. All Gauntlet wouldn't be bad, actually, because then you'd actually have the Ogre in one of the fights. And you could steal some Bacchus if you really wanted to.
More of time consuming.
Yeah, just time consuming.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, I only want it because I don't have they had to complete all 5 objectives yet at all in this tournament? Has anybody done that?
Yes,
I'm sure someone has.
It has happened before. I'm not gonna say which races, but it has happened before. Where we've had a dirty double or a triple at one location. So, there have been full completions before. It's unlikely, but it happens.
But we are gonna get our music, so that's gonna be exciting. And let's see, is Fu gonna nuke himself? Yay, Fu nuked himself! I just find it fun. But yeah, we're gonna get our music. Tybalt and I are gonna be quiet as we're gonna let a DJ Spoony Bard play some wonderful, wonderful tunes. And you guys enjoy.
I thought this was the part that we just started talking and continue to talk over music. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Hush.
Okay.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh yeah, good old Val with the perfect magic defense.
And there's Pink Tail. We have found both tails. But we have Pyre in go mode. It looks like Saradin did check Luca, was disappointed probably with that spoon and Mom Bomb, so heading and going to Bonka Young. But, oh, yep. Pyre is going to try to steal, potentially, maybe, steal Sirens, we'll see. Or
Steal
wow,
some
steal Sirens, yeah. Yeah, totally steal Sirens, that works.
But wait a minute.
What?
You know what this means, right? Since we found Pinktail at Twin Harp and everything else has been checked, Demus is at Zot 1.
Potentially, or
No.
Really?
There's no other location for a key item. Demus has to have a key item. Oh, we did get the Earth Crystal.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we got... Well, it's still at Zot. It's still at Zot.
You're right, yeah, still Zot. I missed where we got the Earth Crystal from.
Oh, Saradin never checked watery path. Oh, waterfall.
No, it was just a DKC. Yeah, I forgot where we got the Earth Crystal from. Oh, we got it from Tower Key.
Yes. You silly.
Yeah, I thought I had it right.
Alright. But we have Pyre going straight. Now, I think it's probably going to go straight to Z.
Yeah. And Saradin turning in the pan and realizing, yep, Twin Harp's here, ready to go. I'm gonna go do some more music. Now, Pyre's debating on how he wants his team to go in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they found a curse string, correct?
No, they never found a curse string. So probably gonna still have Fu at his base agility of 20, which isn't exactly bad for a Z fight, considering the current team. So, especially with having a Silk Web,
That is true.
definitely turning down the battle speed to make things a little bit easier on yourself.
Checking to see if there's anything he wants as we see Saradin head off to get a reprise on music.
Okay, because the only downfall for Fu is his limited MP pool. Only the 200 MP. Maybe looking to get some Ether 1s or Ether 2s to refresh Fu if necessary. But we still do have an elixir in the inventory, so
Always
that may come into play. But Pyre's doing something, and I see a lack of something in chat.
Oh, there we go. There's some Z flags. Does that mean it's nap time? Can I take a nap?
You know what? I think it's a good nap time. I think it really is. So, Heart, there's the flags out there. Well, it's not really nap time. What's actually going on here?
So, we can't move the big baddie himself, Zemus, anywhere because he's too big, too mean. So, instead of moving him, we decided to let him cosplay and have so many different forms. And the biggest question we like to ask and why there's Z flags is, whose butt are we going to kick tonight? And some other questions we like to ask is, butt cute? Does butt fit on the screen? Is there even a butt? We are about to find out as Pyre's gonna give us our first glimpse, and yeah. I hope it's cute. I want to see chick nose. I mean that works. Has to show up in the tournament,
Yeah,
right?
himself. Yep. King Giat himself, coming from the underground.
Vacation, so he came to space.
I mean, once you get the few Zerks off here, so see we've got Fu Zerking up Cecil. Gonna hopefully get this Soakweb out here soon to nerf this first big bang.
Well, I did see that Pyre did get down to, I think moved it to battle speed 3, so that should help, correct?
Yeah, definitely moving it down to battle speed 3, giving a little bit of extra time in your actions.
Nuke to Edge's face isn't too bad.
No, having the ninja shirt on helped out a lot there, as it has quite high magic defense. Meanwhile, Saradin is through the Valvalis fight at Twin Harp, not picking up the key item, just walking right out. That's the difference between complete Cave Magnus and break the spell. You don't have to grab the key item.
In some types of flank sets, you could easily have just left. You not even have to fight the boss. Like if it's what, push B to jump, you could just easily hop and skedaddle out of there.
Yep, you can just hop over the tile that blocks your exit.
And I think Saradin just moved his battle speed to battle speed 3. Oh, that was a great face on Pyre's side. It happens. But we're gonna go see Saradin, going to check out the Z fight, and it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. I mean, dueling Z fights, I mean, who knows? I mean, you've got 2 nukes on Saradin's side. You only got 1 nuke on Pyre's, but it's also your major healer too. Unless Rydia can not gray face with this Ashura. Because you get too many gray faces and bad things can happen.
And Pyre may have gotten into the fight. Oh, that is another gray face. Oh, rando gonna rando. But Pyre may have gotten into the fight first, but you get hit with wrong, like the Big Bang into Medio. It could definitely change up how things happen.
Yeah, it looks like Pyre actually taking a turn with food to cast a Cure 4. Definitely taking it safe here. Azura Phelan twice. You want to make sure you can at least be alive throughout the fight. Taking off the Charm Rod, sticking on the Sephram, getting that extra willpower boost to increase the Cure 4s that are going to be coming out.
And Saradin's entering the fight, about to see King Giat himself show up, and there's a big bang of Pyre's side. Well, Rydia down.
Was not nerfed, but luckily enough, Fu with his high magic defense, able to dodge a bunch of the rolls there. But still quite nervous for Fu because he's only got the 2000 HP. So you don't dodge a couple rolls and all of a sudden Fu's down, and
I don't think everybody's berserk, so you could life up Fu if needed.
right, which I think is why leaving Edge up, not Zerked, as maybe a chemist, as we see him popping Ether 2s. Because I don't think we found any actual real swords for Edge to actually use, so keeping Edge as a chemist is, actually quite of a words escape me.
Right. And that's something that I know personally myself. I need to work on is learning to use one of the characters as a chemist if I need to. We got another big bang, kind of low high roll. Is that possible?
It's a matter of keeping dodges out. Yep.
Okay. It was a low high roll, which was nice.
Heads up play by. Right, that's what I was thinking of. So yeah, leaving at least 1 to 2 people, not Zerked, just as a chemist for a backup.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, they just still got the short swords for damage and only doing about 1,000 per swing. I'd rather make sure that I can keep food with MP.
Yeah, and Saradin's getting some nukes off. I know I saw a big bang, but I think it was he was able to nerf it. So just getting a nuke off with Rydia. Everybody's still up, even though Edge is hurting just a little bit. That's okay. Ooh, owie. Well, Edge is down on Pyre side. Got a nuke straight to the face.
Ouch. I mean, at least Fu doesn't have to heal too many people now, but you still want the third person in there to make things a little bit easier there. But it looks like on Saradin's side, Edge was actually hitting himself. I wonder if Saradin was trying to knock Edge out of the queue early to give Rydia and Fu more turns.
Oh, ow. That big bang.
Who goes down on Saradin's side?
He can still, I think he can still do it.
Yeah, he can continue with these quad 9s from Rydia's nuke.
Well,
the black hole comes out, and there goes that precious Starveil on Yang, but pops another one up.
And we got rocks on Pyre's side. That is a good sign.
Yeah, so we're down to the final amount of HP. Oh boy, it could be a photo finish.
Good. Oh, no, there it is. Pyre has got through. Let's get some GGs in the chat for Pyre. And Saradin got through it as well. Wow. I don't know. We'll have to wait to see who finished first. Okay, there was not a tie. That's good. Okay. Scala in chat clarifying there was no tie. So that's good, but wow. Talk about a photo finish.
7 seconds between Pyre and Saradin. What a finish. And I'm hearing a bunch of badoops in my ear. I think we're both joined by Saradin and Pyre. GG to both of you.
Yes, GG to both. That was a very entertaining seed.
GG's, thank you.
GG's.
So talk us about the early game. You started off with Fu. What was going through your minds when you got the Fu? Pyre, if you want to start off, what was going through your mind?
At first I was just thinking what key item I was gonna get, and if I got something like the magma key or the hook route, I was still thinking about just going around trying to smack bosses as fast as I could just to get that Fu rolling and start rolling over things to go. Hopefully blow up the blue planet as quickly as possible.
Saradin, same question to you.
Yeah, Magma Key made that a little interesting. I ended up going underground immediately and checking the freebies down there, grabbing the Fame Arch and setting up Fuel 1. And then ended up having Forge in under 10 minutes. So that was kind of interesting.
That's what the Forge, you get the Forge item and you see the shop. I mean, talk about a shop geared towards this party. Stardust Rod, Crystal Ring, Defense Sword, Life Staff, like, that's a shop.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was interesting seeing that. Obviously don't have any cash the first time going through, but when I ended up going back underground to check stuff down there, definitely made a trip down to grab Stardust Rods for people.
Yeah, same. I sold pretty much everything I had just to get the Crystal Ring right off the bat, and then came back for the Defense Sword. But I was pretty poor through most of that seed.
Yeah. And I'll say, it was kind of interesting. What were your thoughts on finding free boss upon free boss upon free boss?
I thought it was great to get Fu going, but unfortunately he took quite a few to get something useful, but eventually we got the Lit 3, and that helped carry me until Nuke.
Yeah, same here. I had it just before going into Baronid, so it's kind of nice to just one-shot Leviathan with that.
So you go to the moon, you see the Baron guards there, you know they hit hard. I'm guessing both you're just hoping that Fu didn't take just both hits and get knocked out.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I had a Cecil with at least 1,000 HP, so he could take one hit until Fu could get stone off. Luckily, they decided not to kill Fu.
Yeah, I'd already gone through the grind at that point, so I was not super concerned about it, but it was nice not to have to retry it.
I'll go ahead and open up the floor to both of you. You have any other thoughts on this seed? On anything for you guys on this that kind of stuck out for you?
Honestly, it felt like a pretty linear seed for a lot of it. For me, just the way I went through and what I got.
Yeah, it was pretty good at directing you to places, even if they weren't necessarily the places we ended up needing.
Yeah, that is very true. Well, it was very entertaining on both ends, to be honest. Watching you both. You had a lot of convergence, but you also had some divergency. I mean, we had Pyre that did eggs, we had Saradin that was doing deep machine grinds, and was there a reason why you two chose the grinds you did?
I did. Oh, go ahead.
So for me, I had just done ordeals right before going underground, and had been keeping Rydia down. So having both Rydia and Cecil at level 1 and picking up the Darkness Crystal and my 5th party member there was just like, okay, we are perfectly set up to do deep machines. Let's go do those now.
For me, I just left out just to go along. I forget exactly when I got that edge, but I feel it was fairly quickly, so I wasn't really too worried about keeping everybody down in that specific instance. I figured I could get a lot of XP off the moon bosses if I could get up there, or if it was necessary as well.
So you both got edged at the Dwarf Castle, which is where you had Kaipo guards into Dark Elf. Oof, that Dark Elf was mean.
Yeah, he was a little rude the first time. A little faster than I wanted him to be, and he managed to piggy Fu before I could get him dead. So had to take a reset there.
But what are your guys' thoughts on the tournament overall? And for some it may not be just over yet, but for others, how do you think you guys did?
I think I'm doing pretty good. I've still got a lot to learn about the game. I keep misremembering stuff, making tiny little mistakes like trying to aim with Rosa in the middle slot and stuff like that. But so far, I think it's fun. I think it helped a lot of people learn, especially learn a lot more about agility as well, which I desperately needed to do and still need to learn more.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. This is only my second tournament and first time making bracket rounds, so wasn't really expecting a ton, but it has been a good time.
Big thing with this, and I'm glad you both seem to have enjoyed yourselves.
I don't have any other questions. Do you have any other questions, Hart?
Not off the top of my head. Again, GG's to both you. You guys did a wonderful job, and good luck as you continue and all that fun stuff. And definitely can't wait to see you guys in the future and see what you guys do.
Sounds good. Thanks for doing all the work of restreaming and talking and all of that while we just have fun playing the game.
Yep, thanks to all the admins and the restream team. And good luck, Pyre, in the next round.
Thank you.
GG's and have a great rest of your night.
That was an interesting race. Yeah, definitely interesting, but unfortunately that means our time here is done. So it looks like we are going to go raid a free enterprise. It is currently Martin versus Rex banner. So we're going to go over there, see how they're doing. No spoilers, please, or you will get bonked. We have people that will bonk you. But send all that support you guys had here over there. Cheer them on. anything you want to add before we head off?
I just want to, go ahead and make sure you follow our commentary team, both Hart and myself, along with the Restreamer Cubs and the Tracker Warlink. And also thanks to Randomania for allowing us to use their platform. And see you on the other side.
You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.